Swapping faces. One day, Thomas the Tank Engine was taking passengers with Annie and Clarabelle. When he arrived at the station, he saw Dustin on the platform, chuckling.
Hey there, Dustin. What are you laughing at?
Oh, hey, Thomas. I was just watching something funny on YouTube on my phone.
Oh? What was it that was funny?
Have you ever heard of the kids' TV show Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius?
Thomas thought for a moment.
Oh, yes, I remember that. It was one of those shows shown on the channel called Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that's it. I was watching an episode of that where Jimmy and Cindy ended up swapping bodies.
Swapping bodies? I'm not following.
Well, in the episode, Jimmy and Cindy get struck by lightning during a phone call and their brains end up getting mixed up into the wrong bodies. Technically, Jimmy ends up in Cindy's body and Cindy ends up in his.
So you're saying that their brains ended up swapping places?
Correct. They almost went crazy due to that before they got back into their own body.
Dustin chuckled again. Thomas, however, didn't seem amused.
Dustin, do you have any idea how stupid that is?
What do you mean?
Well, I know it's just in the show, but having two people swap brains between bodies? Do you have any idea how illegal that would be in real life?
Well, yeah, I admit it could be illegal because it's wrong to experiment on people or animals, but I think the idea is really interesting, even though I know it most likely will never happen for real.
Good, because it's by far the stupidest idea I've ever heard.
Well, I think you'd look cute if you swapped places with a girl, or better yet, maybe even with Vixie.
Thomas gritted his teeth.
Yeah, right. I don't see that ever happening, Dustin.
It would shut him up if that actually did happen.
That night, it was pouring down with a rain, as a storm was going over the furry kingdoms. Fortunately, all the engines had shelter. In a small shed, Thomas and Percy had taken shelter with Todd and Vixie. The two foxes had taken shelter there due to the rain. Thomas was telling the three about what Dustin told Thomas about swapping faces. They agreed the idea was stupid, but at the same time, it seemed wacky.
Sheesh. Swapping brains between bodies? That would make things very uncomfortable for whoever it would happen.
I agree. I mean, if it were to happen, you'd end up thinking like whoever's body you were in.
If it was possible, and if it were up to me, I'd swap brains between me and James. Then I'd be the shiny one, and he'd be the one who does the shunting.
Good one, Percy. That would certainly teach him not to be so vain.
Pardon me for saying, but I think it would be crazy if an engine swapped brains with an animal.
I agree. That would be wacky.
I'm not sure on that idea. If an engine ended up with its brain in the said animal, that engine would probably start going crazy. The point is that nothing like that would ever happen.
By the morning, the storm had passed, and it was a lovely, warm, sunny day. The four felt groggy as they slowly woke up.
Oh, what was that? Wait, why am I looking at a bigger version of myself?
I'm getting that feeling too.
What the? Why am I looking at a smaller me?
And why am I seeing myself only smaller?
Wait, why does my face feel so fuzzy?
Why do I feel somewhat smaller? The four looked at each other. Then they gasped in realization and horror. The four had swapped bodies. Thomas was in Vixie's body, Percy was in Todd's body, Vixie was in Thomas's body, and Todd was in Percy's body. This can't be happening!
Duh! I'm a girl!
No, this cannot be real. This cannot be real!
Oh my god, this has got to be a nightmare. This has got to be a nightmare. I am not used to being this fat.
Hey! I am not fat!
Thomas, you've got 5 seconds to explain what is going on. How am I in your body?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Everyone calm down! Calm down. Now, this is a very awkward situation that we're in all of a sudden. But panicking isn't gonna get us anywhere.
Okay, I agree with Thomas. We just need to calm down and figure this out.
Okay, we are all calm and relaxed now. But how do we end up in each other's bodies?
That lightning strike from last night must have caused us to switch brains before we fell unconscious.
I suppose that would make sense. Oh, cinders and ashes. I'm covered in so much hair.
The term is fur, not hair, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, fur.
Wow, this tail of yours is very fluffy, Todd.
Hey, screw you! I'm not that fluffy!
Oh, come on, I was being honest.
Oh my gosh! This feels so uncomfortable! Standing on the wheels.
Oh, Thomas, I think we're gonna need a few hours to fix this mess.
Percy, we don't have a few hours. We have to start work in 20 minutes. So here's what we'll do. We'll teach Todd and Vixie how to do our jobs until we figure this out.
Sounds fair enough, I guess.
Oh, very well. But what about our voices? Won't that give us away?
Damn, she's right.
Yeah, and... Oh, no! No offense, Vixie, but I'm stuck in a female's body. I can't let anyone see me like this. Especially not Gordon and James. They'll never let me hear the end of it.
Calm down, Thomas. Calm down. Here's what we'll do. If we just act like each other, nobody will ever know.
Wait, I think I have an idea of how we can keep this hidden. If Thomas and I hide in, our own bunkers, we can do the talking and Todd and Vixie can just mouth what we're saying, making it look like as if we're still in our bodies.
Percy, you are a flipping genius!
Well, having someone voice it for me may seem uncomfortable, but in this situation, what choice do we have?
Indeed. I'm not even used to shunting like an engine.
Don't worry, Todd. I'll teach you.
And I'm meant to be pulling Annie and Clarabelle today. I'll show you what to do, Vixie.
Sounds good to me. Also, Thomas and Percy, you have a bonus in our bodies.
Bonus? What bonus?
I mean, you can do things that ancients can't do.
Even eat food?
Even eat food.
Ooh! Well, this might sound weird, and I've never told anyone this, but I actually always wondered what McDonald's tasted like.
And I always wondered what Domino's pizza tasted like.
Okay, but don't get too carried away with your appetites.
Later that morning, Thomas's crew drove Vixie back onto Annie and Clarabelle. They were completely unaware of the brain swap or even that Thomas was hiding in the bunker while in Vixie's body.
Okay, Vixie, just mouth what I'm about to say. Good morning, Annie and Clarabelle.
Good morning, Thomas. You all right? You seem nervous.
Oh no, not at all. I just had a very rough night last night. I'm just thinking of another lovely visit from Vixie.
Thomas's coaches smiled and said nothing more. The train soon departed and Vixie began pulling them down the line. Throughout the journey, Vixie was actually making a good first impression as an engine. Unbeknownst to them, however, Dastern saw them go by, and he had a suspicious look on his face. Meanwhile, Percy was teaching Todd on how to shunt rolling stock. Amazingly, Todd was doing a great job. Wow, Todd! You're actually doing brilliantly with the shunting!
Thanks, Percy. This is actually kind of fun.
Glad to hear it. Just be careful around the tracks, they can be troublesome.
Don't worry, I can keep them in order, Foxy style.
Todd, wait!
Take that! And that!
Todd, you bloody idiot! You ruined some of my shunting from yesterday! Great! Now Daniel's gonna blame me for the damage! Thanks a lot, you idiot!
Hey, don't blame me. It's your fault that you didn't tell me what to do that time.
I was about to, but you just shot off! But the two froze when they saw Edward puffing up. Percy hid behind his body.
Goodness me, what happened here?
Sorry, Edward. I lost concentration and had a bit of an accident. But don't worry, I'll clear it up.
Okay, if you're sure.
Since when do I have to clear this mess up?
Like a couple of seconds ago.
Oh, great. I just love being an engine.
Shut up and get this mess cleaned up. Oh, but first, Todd?
Yeah?
This might sound weird, but I suddenly have a craving for fish.
Oh, well, you're more than welcome to try some of the fish me and Vixie keep in our Burrow's fish pouch.
You have a fish pouch?
We need plenty to eat in the forest. Plus, catching fish is a busy job.
Fair enough. That evening, the mess had been cleaned up, and Todd and Percy were on their way to meet Thomas and Vixie. They found the two at a small station. Only Thomas was looking unwell in Vixie's body. He looked as if he had a stomach ache.
Thomas, are you alright?
Oh, I think I ate too much.
Vixie, what has Thomas been up to?
Well, he went to try McDonald's, but he found it to be too tasty that he stuffed my face with too much of its food.
What? Thomas, how much did you eat?
I ate 3 packs of large fries, 1 20-nugget share box, 3 chicken selects, 2 Big Macs, and 2 large drinks of Coca-Cola.
You ate all that?!
Thomas, you idiot! We know McDonald's was delicious, but that doesn't mean you have to stuff yourself with so much of it.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Todd. It's just tasted so yummy. It's not often an engine gets to try something like what people eat.
Vixie, why did you try to stop it for crying out loud?
What could I do? An engine can only go where the rails take them.
Oh, I suppose you have a good excuse there.
Ugh, never mind. Come on, Thomas, let's get you back to the shed to rest. I'm sure you'll feel better by morning.
I hope so.
Come on, Todd. Let's go.
I can't.
Why not?
I guess I was so busy getting used to being an engine that I used up all your coal and water.
What? You bloody idiot! You used up all of my coal and water! I told you to top up on both earlier!
Well, I was so busy with the shunting that I forgot.
Oh, great. First, Thomas stuffs my body with fast food, and now I have to drag my mate who is stuck in a little shunting engine. Thanks a lot, you two. Thanks a lot!
Todd groaned as Vixie coupled up to him and pulled him along. They made it to the shed safely. Thomas felt a bit more comfortable once he fell asleep. The next morning, the 4 friends were all discussing the situation.
I feel so much better now, but I realize now how much of a pain it is if you fill your stomach too much.
Well, at least you know now.
All the same, I'm not sure how much more I could take of this.
Me neither. I'm starting to feel fleas on me.
I know. Fleas are an absolute pain in the neck.
We've got to fix this before... Gosh, this tale feels very so... Oh no, I'm starting to think I'm a vixen.
Well, at least you're thinking.
Thomas, Percy, Todd, Vixie, are you four all right?
The four jumped to see Dustern standing there with a confused expression.
Guys, I've noticed lately that you four have been acting very strange. What is going on? Come on, what's the matter? You know I'm not going to leave until you tell me what's going on.
The four knew they couldn't hide it any longer, so they took a deep breath and...
We're in the wrong bodies.
It happened after a lightning strike.
And now our bodies are mixed up.
Yes, what's praise?
Shut up! It's not funny!
Oh no, you're right. It's hilarious! But in all seriousness, how long have you been stuck like this?
About 2 nights, and we're getting really uncomfortable with all this.
Well, I can imagine so. Now I know why you were acting strange. You didn't want anyone to know about your predicament. Best as I can, but I'm gonna need some help. By that, I mean everyone is gonna have to know about this.
No, please! If Gordon and James finds out about this, they'll never let me live it down!
Well, I actually have an idea on how to fix this mess. But we need friends of yours who know you very well. So unless you want to remain stuck in the wrong bodies forever, I don't think you've got a choice.
Oh, get ready to be laughed at.
Dear God.
Oh, Thomas and Percy, you both look so fluffy.
Not to mention Thomas now has a fluffy booty.
Hey!
Oh, my apologies, Vixie.
Look on the bright side. Vixie's face gives Thomas a better appearance than the one he had the day he went to breakfast in the station master's house.
Shut up, James. That was not original.
Your face is not original, though.
That's enough, you two. Now, how did this happen anyway?
We got struck by lightning 2 nights ago, and the next thing we knew, our bodies were mixed up.
And that's why I gathered you all here. So that you can help me switch them back.
Okay. But why do you need us?
Well, Daniel gave me a new invention.
Dustern, it's just a pistol.
Hey, it's not just any pistol, Henry. It's a mind pistol. One zap, and then you move the minds of 2 or more victims from their bodies, and they get into each other's bodies.
Do you think you can switch us back?
Let's hope so. Daniel told me it should be perfectly safe and painless.
Good. Because I have been stuck in Vixie's body for the last 2 days. And I'm already going crazy! So you'd better switch our bodies back right now.
Alright, Thomas, keep your dome on. Oh, wait. Vixie's currently wearing your dome.
Gordon! James! If you two don't stop making fun of me for being in a girl's body right now, I swear to Godred, or Audrey for that matter, that when I get out of this, I will drag your tenders away and have them both painted pink with flowers glued all over them.
Okay, we'll shut up.
To be honest, I think Thomas won that one.
Thomas, Percy, Todd, and Vixie got into position with Thomas and Percy sitting on their own running boards. So, how is this gonna work, Dustern?
Well, this pistol has a small screen on it. I'm gonna fire one zap at you four, and it will send the four of you into a coma. When that happens, all your memories will appear on this device's little screen.
Well, that sounds good enough for me. Just don't give Percy, Todd, or Vixie any of my catchphrases, okay?
Oh, cinders and ashes! You're stubborn as always.
Hey, not cool! That's my catchphrase!
It's mine now.
If I end up losing some of my memories to a fox, Todd will end up possibly trying to invent a toilet in a toy box!
Oh, shut your damn mouth, Percy.
My mouth? I'm talking through your mouth!
Oh, shut up.
Ugh. Dustard, fire the brain swapper and shut them up, please.
For the next hour, Dustern, with the help of the engines, focused hard on moving the right memories back into the right bodies. After an hour, they all began to feel bored by the time the last memory was given back to its rightful owner.
There. Finished.
About time. This was getting boring.
For once, I actually agree with Gordon.
Well, at least we're finished. Now all we have to do is download.
That was weird.
Oh, my head. Wait, my head?
I can feel my wheels again!
I've got my famous body back!
I'm me!
I'm back!
Like me too!
Oh, thank you, Dustern. I was sure to go mad if I hadn't returned to normal.
Not a problem, Thomas.
And when I said something like swapping brains would never happen, that experience sure proved me wrong.
And hopefully there will never be a next time.
Well, either way, as funny as it was, it's good to have you four back to normal.
Cheers, Henry! Well, now that that's over, I can get on with my work with ease. Todd, did you refill my coal bunker before we swap back?
I sure did. I found that coal bunker over there. It said it was full of special coal.
Wait, what? Special coal is only for Henry to use when he needs it!
So, does that freaking explain why some of my special coal was missing this morning?
Hey, don't blame me. Blame Percy. He's the one who told me to get his body some coal.
I said get normal coal, not Henry's special coal!
Well, when you told me to get some coal, you didn't say what type. Besides, you've always wanted to try Henry's coal without him knowing.
What? Percy, is this true?
If I say yes, will you chase after him?
I'll chase you both for it!
What? What did I even do?
You took my special coal for Percy when you should have been more specific!
Boys, I think you better run for it.
Curse you, Todd! This is all your fault!
How is this my fault? You're the one who told me to top up on coal. If you had been more specific about what coal I should have used, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Get over here!
Ah!
And that, folks, is why you should always be careful when you're in the wrong bodies. Good night, everybody.